Great. With this, let's give a round of applause to Kajamugan, our CGD for the
Okay,
Kajan.
thank you very much, Stiva. Good evening, everyone. I'll try to make my session as concise as possible since we're already at around 9 something already. So today we're going to talk about chartering clubs and how can we support the clubs in our district. Okay, so today the agenda will be talking about the district mission, establishing new clubs as well as supporting new clubs. So as discussed earlier by Dr. Yvonne, our club mission, our district mission is we build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. So this is a very important motto you should have as a district officer. We should always build new clubs and support all the clubs in our district to achieve excellence. So now I would like to ask, maybe you can type in the chat box, why club growth is important? Maybe you just could share your answers in the chat box. If you're lazy to type, you can always unmute and talk to me.
If the members don't grow and the club doesn't grow, then we will have a decay.
Okay. Thanks, Mark, for the answer. Anyone else would like to try something? I'll leave it on just for another 10 more seconds. Okay. I guess I'll move on. Okay. So, in my opinion, why club growth is important is number one, districts are built on strong clubs. So, club growth can come in two terms, in terms of club membership and in terms of extending the number of clubs we have in our district. So, districts are built on strong clubs. Number two, sustainability and longevity. Remember when Mark said that if we don't continue building clubs, there will be a decline in the future. So we charter more clubs, we gain more membership because we want to sustain the club, we want to sustain new clubs and sustain the district and enhance the longevity of the district. Increase visibility and impact. Once we are growing the clubs in our district, we're able to reach new market, and now the pharmaceutical market is in a boom, and it's for many Toastmasters club has been charted under the pharmaceutical era. We have Kotra Toastmasters Club, we have Eli Lilly Toastmasters Club that was recently charted. So there are few Toastmasters clubs that are being charted in the pharmaceutical industry. So these are the new markets that we are able to reach. And finally, new opportunities for district officers or members to become club mentors and club sponsors. So now I'll be talking about the club chartering process, right? Okay, in step one, identify the lead. So when you want to identify the lead, right, talk about what club are you planning to charter? Are you planning to charter a community club? Are you planning to charter a corporate club? Are you planning to charter an advanced club? Okay, leverage on your network, LinkedIn, or any organizations that you're in. Now, when you go on LinkedIn, right, you can search for chief people and organizations, or chief people and culture, or just head of people and culture. Just Google or just search on LinkedIn, and you're able to know who are the people PIC responsible for learning and development in the company. Then form a team to assist you. You cannot work alone, right? It's a lot of tasks to do if you're doing it by yourself. So form a team to assist you. Maybe you work with your fellow ADs or you work with your DBDs and form a team. Secondly, try to schedule for an introduction meeting. So in an introduction meeting, we talk about how Toastmasters has helped the members in the past and how Toastmasters can actually help the organization. And most importantly, when you do an introduction meeting, make sure that you have a meeting with one of the key members of the organization, i.e. the key decision makers. Example, the person who decides whether the club can get chartered in this organization or not. Okay, step number 3, schedule and perform a demo meeting. Liaise and follow up with the person in charge of that organization. Select a good speaker to give a speech, preferably a level 1 speech, whereby the person can give an icebreaker or any of the level 1 speeches, because it's more easier to evaluate during a demo meeting. Select quality role players, especially the Toastmaster of the day. This is very important because the Toastmaster of the day will be doing most of the selling during the demo meeting. So it's very important that you select quality role players. In my humble suggestion, I would suggest that the Toastmaster of the day, the general evaluator, the table topic evaluator, the speaker, and the evaluator. These 5, please ensure that you can get the best of the best to come and support you in the meeting, because these 5 will really help you sell Toastmasters as well to the people that you're trying to sell Toastmasters to. Step number 4, and it's very important, follow up with the person in charge again. Maybe 2 days after the demo meeting, you can just text them and say, hey, I just want to follow up on the status, whether the club is being chartered. And from there, you can actually gauge the interest, whether they are interested or not so interested in chartering a club. Next, step 5 is to start filling up the application form. So work with the person in charge and your club sponsor to fill up the application form. So working with the person in charge is to get their payment details. Secondly is to get the participants, the club members' details from the PIC, so the club sponsors can to start filling up in the application form. Make sure the club payee details are accurate when you're filling up the forms as well. Once filled, submit to your club growth director, and I will do the submission to Toastmasters International. Then step 6, the most important, is to nurture and strengthen the clubs. Club mentors and club sponsors work together and guide the new members. This is very important, especially when the club is in the infancy stages. It's very important. Most importantly, in the first 6 months to 1 year, we really nurture the club, guide the club on how to conduct effective and quality meetings, how to be a good role player during club meetings, how to do agenda, how to source for external role players. So these are the things that the club mentor and club sponsors will do during the first 6 to 1 year of the Toastmaster when they are working with the new club. And most importantly, we guide the new members as well. So now we have talked about chartering clubs. Now about how can we recruit prospective members, right? So firstly, you can identify potential members. So identifying potential members to join clubs in your area, it could be reach out to professionals in your local community. It could be trainers, coaches, could be educators who are wanting to improve their communication skills, or how can they engage with their students or audience better. Try to recruit them. Surely out of 100 friends you have, maybe 5 or 10 would be interested to join Toastmasters. Partner with educational institutions. Collaborate with universities, colleges, or even schools to introduce Toastmasters to the students. Who knows, you can even charter a club in that said university as well. It's very important because you can sell the importance of public speaking and networking to students, because it's very important for them for their Viva presentation as well as their dissertation as well. And finally, leverage on your leverage on community connections. Engage with local organizations. For example, I'm part of a few NGOs other than Toastmasters, so I connect with them and ask them, hey, would you be interested to join clubs in my area or clubs in my division? Just because we just want to spread the awareness of Toastmasters. And also you can invite them to join or even visit the new clubs that you have in your area as well. So this is one of the resources that you can refer to on how to build a Toastmasters club. In this resource file, they'll tell you how many members you need to form a club. What is the ratio of members? Do note that if you're chartering a community club, you're only allowed up to 3 dual members, and only max the 3 dual members can join your club, and the remaining 17 can be new, reinstated, or transferred members. So remember, up to 3 can be dual members and the remaining 17 can be new, reinstated, and transfer members. So remember this 317. If you are chartering an advanced club, all 20 can be dual members. So remember this, if you're chartering a community club, 317. If you're chartering an advanced club, 20 dual members. Okay, so now let's say if district has a lead, right? Let's say they through the district Toastmasters lead management, there was a lead sent by TI to me. Say like, hi Kajan, we have a lead, here you go. They give the lead the contact details. So I will be the first person to touch base with the lead to check on their interest, where is the company's location, and do the touch base and even the introduction meeting with them. Once the introduction meeting has done, I'll see where is the location of the company. For example, if the company is located in Johor, I'll work with Division G. The company is in Malacca, I will work with Division A. If the company is in Central, okay, that is something we will discuss when it comes to us at that time. So, okay. So once the lead has come and we have a demo meeting, then the DVDs and ADs will help us to get the role players and we do the demo meeting. So this is what happens if the district has a lead, how the lead can come to you from us. So now you'll be asking, how can we support the new clubs in our district? Number one, we mentor the new members. Look, think of this like this. You are only 2 club mentors, at most 2 club sponsors, there's 4 people. 4 people, let's just say, mentoring 20 to 30 members. Average is 4 to 6 members per person. Do you think it's possible for you to mentor so many members? To me, no, I can't mentor too many people at the same time. So what can you do? Bring in experienced Toastmasters to help to mentor the members in your club as well. When I was a club mentor at Cyberstars Toastmasters Club, I used to ask other Toastmasters to come in and help with the club to mentor the new members in the club. Conduct a club officer training for the new club officers. This is especially after they joined, the club was started after COT. So conduct club officer training, you can just do introduction to their roles, like what should they do as a president, what should they do as a VP, and etc. So they have a better understanding of their role as club officers because they are new. They're not sure what a VPE should do, what a VPM should do, what a VPR should do, right? So conduct a club officer training for the new club officers so they have better understanding of their role and how can they work in a team to achieve club goals together. As district leaders, as the area director or even the division director, try to attend the first few meetings, and if you can, try to attend as many meetings as you can to see how the club is doing. And maybe put in an input and say, hey, I would advise that you can talk to the club mentor if you feel like the club meeting is not up to standard. You can talk to the club mentor, hey, could you implement this? Could you implement that to make the club meeting more effective? Talk to the club mentors so that you can implement your ideas as well. Conduct mini workshops for the members, like the Better Speaker series or how to evaluate speech evaluations, how to craft a speech, impromptu speaking. These are the mini workshops that you can conduct for the members in the club as well. Now, I talked about new clubs. How about supporting the existing clubs in the district, right? The clubs that you actually have with you right now. Number one, join as a role player. Just join the club meeting. When I was AD, I used to text my club president and say, hey, so can I join your club meeting? I want to be a role player. I can even be a timer if there's vacancy. Just join as a role player to understand how the club works because different clubs have different dynamics. So just to understand how the club dynamic is, just join as a role player, understand how the club dynamic is, so you have better understanding how can you advise the clubs in the future. talk with the ESCOs and the club members. Gauge what do they feel about the club, how can they improve the club, talk with them, give them some advice if you can to improve, especially to the ESCOs, like say, when you see the VPM, how can they recruit members, VPR, how can they do better posters or create better engagement on their social media pages. So these are things that you can talk with ESCOs and discuss with club members. Connect with a club coach if needed. For example, if the club is 12 or less members and they are in need of a club coach, contact me or contact Dr. Som. We will connect a club coach to the club. We'll provide a list of club coaches and we'll send it to the club, and the club may decide who they prefer to be a club coach for them. And here are all the additional resources you would need to build strong and healthy clubs. You may scan this QR code here. If you're unable to scan it now, I will send it in the group chat later on for you to have a better understanding of. There are a few documents there from how to be a first-class club coach, how to build a club, and how to sustain clubs. So they're all manuals and workbooks from TI, which is really helpful if you can go through them and read and totally understand what they're trying to say. So now here are some CG campaigns that I can do to help you. Number one, we have something called Be a Club Angel, right? Be a club. Okay, so in the Club Angel is a program where Club Growth is launching to help out clubs which are struggling to get role players. To help out clubs who are struggling to get role players, so these Club Angels will go in and support them as role players, because we don't want meetings to get postponed or cancelled due to lack of role players, right? Be a club ambassador. So I thought that, to me, when I created this club ambassador program, because for rising clubs, we have club coaches. For new clubs, we have club mentors and we have club sponsors. But the clubs which are in the middle, which is clubs with 13 to 20 members who are struggling in terms of getting new members in or having regular club meetings, they are struggling as well. So I decided to initiate this club ambassador program, whereby every club will have a club ambassador to go in to advise and guide the club to achieve distinguished status as well. And also, we are continuing the lead generation campaign that was done under last term as well. So, club growth workshops to help you. Number one, the club coach, club mentor, and sponsor workshop. Find your unique selling point workshop. This is for clubs to understand their niche and how can they market their niche to have better engagement and improve their club base, membership base. And demo meetings, do and don'ts, which it will be happening in September. And this is our first club growth workshop. It's happening on the 17th of August. This is the Mandarin side will be happening at 2 p.m. and the English side will be happening at 9 a.m. So we have 6 wonderful speakers who have agreed to come and share their experience. So I hope to see you there as well. See you on the 17th of August. And this is my club growth team. Just in case you miss it out, if you need anything related with club coaches, you can contact Dr. Som and Ranjinath. If you want more information about the Club Angel program, you can contact Michael or James. And for the Mandarin side, if you need anything, you can contact Fionn or Foreign. So this is my team. And with that, I end with my favorite quote of all time. Don't ever promise more than you can deliver, but always deliver more than you promise. So with that, thank you, and I open the floor for questions if there's any.
Questions.
Yes.
Let's say that a club that needs a club coach, like during mid-term, let's say like September and something. I remember that a club coach needs to be success is having to serve at the club for 12 months, right?
They need to serve a minimum of 6 months.
Or 6 months. Okay.
So it is recommended the latest we submit to TI is by December. So let's say by June they achieve the distinguished status and above, they will still be able to get their credit. But do note that to be eligible to be a club coach, they need to complete the club coach module
training
at base camp. Because if they don't, TI will reject the club coach application which happened few times last term.
Understood.
So this is something to take note of to all the ADs. If you have any members or interested coaches, please ensure that they have completed the club coach module at their base camp.
Okay. Second question related to that. Let's say the club does not need a club coach, but they saw the dashboard, say, oh, this club has 10 members. I want to volunteer as a club coach to the club. Can they do it? Can.
Okay, member can volunteer, but president decides whether they want or don't want.
Oh, okay. Understood.
And end of the day, even when we submit, the president still has the power to say, I don't want this person as my club coach. They can email to TI and revoke the club coach as well. Correct? Am I right, Robert? Yes.
Sucks.
So yeah, it's better to do with the knowledge of the club president. Okay, please don't do anything behind the back because they can just email to TI and TI will just remove the person as club coach.
Understood. I'll let them know. Thank you.
No worries. Any other questions? Okay, if there's no other questions.
Kajan, just want to ensure what I had in mind is true or not. Is any of our club member can become the club coach?
Are you talking about your own example, you're a member of, let's just say Fast and Furious Toastmasters Club? Do you mean that the member of Fast and Furious Toastmasters Club want to be the club coach of Fast and Furious Toastmasters Club?
Yes. No.
Yeah. No. The club coach cannot be a member of their club, or if I'm not mistaken, one term before they were a member also cannot. Or recently a member of the club also cannot. Right, Robert? You may correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. I understand.
Continue talking, let me check the criteria.
And then another thing is, how about club mentor? Can he be the own club member as well?
Yes, can. Club mentor
can, but not club coach.
Yeah.
Okay, understand. Thank you.
No worries. Anyone else would like to ask?
Maxine, you can charter one club. Club mentor is for new club, ma. So you can charter one club, you can be club mentor, you can be charter president also.
You can be
We'll
sponsor.
support you.
You can support.
And you can be sponsor also, you support everything. Make sure that you are able to support your own club.
I wish I have 3 heads and 6 arms.
Okay. If anything else, don't worry. You all have my number. You can contact me anytime, anytime as long as it's not past 11 p.m. Past 11 p.m. is my bedtime. So yeah. So yes, Cynthia. Yes. No question. Okay. With that, I pass it back. DTM Sivas. Yeah.
Kajan, one short thing. Are you sharing them that link to the Google form where they can register to be club coaches, or are you using something else? The one that
I'll be sending during the workshop. I'll be sending the forms already.
That Google form where they can volunteer to be a coach. Okay.
Yes, during the workshop, I'll be sending it to them already.
Okay, that's all.
All right. Thank you, Kaja. Let's give him a round of applause.